Number 3, Dave from Homer Glen, Illinois. Dope! It's near Dopeville. I think it's time we start calling China a superpower. With you. Since they own us, I know that doesn't fit the... I'm getting a hybrid rickshaw when they take over. This is a rickshaw that runs on half man, half solar. I put a little sun thing on the guy's head. I know that doesn't fit the liberals' playbook, as they need us to be the only one. But look at the facts. Oh, I see what you're saying. If we're to decry ourselves, we have to be the overlord. Listen, man, they own us as far as money goes. I don't think they have the balls to have a throwdown with us, but and quite frankly, if they call in that marker, you know, they say we want the IOU, I think we're just going to go, IO who? IOU. It's like the Abbott and Costello, who's on first, but who owes first. But listen, you can't crash the United States. You can talk about crashing the United States, but if the world crashes the United States, it's all over, right? I mean, well, what do you have at that point? China has the second largest economy. If I'm not mistaken, it's neck and neck right now. And the only reason we're winning is they have shorter necks. China has the second largest economy, world's largest standing army. I didn't know that. I think ours is bigger when we sit, though. But I do know when they stand. It's the shortest, largest standing army. Ours is still the tallest standing army. When you sit down, most of our length is in the leg area. And that's when we... But from here up, from the belly button up, our armies are pretty similar. Because this, I call it the breast to wiener area. It's kind of similar in all groups of people. But I'm off on a war chat. China has the second largest, the world's largest standing army. Nuclear weapons. I didn't know that. They have nukes? I hope they forgot where they put them. So you're telling me that it's the... well, they'll never use their things, because I think they have a theory over there called the Mother's Good China Syndrome, where it just sits in the closet. You never actually use it. You have the bomb, but you don't use it. Influence over all nations of the world. This guy's bumming me out. I'm going to kill myself. I would say that they are more powerful now than the USSR ever was at their zenith. I miss the old USSR. We need a good dolt enemy who's powerful. Even and you look back on Khrushchev, he was kind of quaint because he came to the UN. If you can remember that, and most of you kids don't, he actually came to the UN once and took his shoe off and began banging the podium with it in front of the world and saying, "We will bury you." Can you imagine that? But looking back on it, when you see how crazy radical Islam is, and maybe potentially how crazy the Chinese can be, the fact that they would bury us seems like a quaint notion, doesn't it? You know, now they just hang you upside down on a bridge outside to Crete or something. But back then they actually did the burial ceremony. Khrushchev was a good man, is what I'm saying. But more powerful now than the UNS. Yeah, but I don't think quite as crazy, and I don't think there's the brinksmanship right now. I do believe if China ever turns, but I can't imagine. I think China's in the earning business. That's the one great thing about the free markets. It serves as a cloaking device for all sorts of animus, mischanneled rage that goes into countries butting heads with countries. When somebody's front-running fiscally and making a buck, I think it kind of precludes them wanting to go to war at any given moment. I almost think, you know, when you look historically, Hitler's able to go in and tell the German people we got to encroach into the Sudetenland again because they're broke. China's whirring along. You think, you know, it would be like going to them and saying, "You want to take some time off for a war now?" And they'd go, "Nah, what do you mean? We're in clover. Save that for the down times. Save your wars for a rainy day." If I can tell you two things, kids. Mosquitoes, put a beak condom on, and save your wars for a rainy day. That's what I'm saying. Enjoy these samples of the Bathrobe Sessions, a weekly video available only to members of the DMZ, the Dennis Miller Zone, on DennisMillerRadio.com.